Am I live yet? Okay, I'm live. Hi. I'm live. Okay. Sorry if I sound a little deader than usual. Okay, let's danganronpa lapse. Let's do it. Last time I played danganronpa lapse, some crazy shit happened. Lowky, I'm just a chill guy. Lowky doesn't care about anything. Okay. I hope everyone's having a good day today. Okay, let's danganronpa lapse. See this quickly. Let's 1 sec. Let me pop out chat really quick. There we go. I love Danganronpa, bro. Where would I be in this world without Danganronpa? I'd be so lost and scared. Okay, wait. Setting up the chat. Okay. Better than Great Day. Cyrus is apparently dangerous, so that'll be something to watch out for. Oh my god, the music is so loud. Wait. Okay. Music volume, go down. Okay. It seems I was in either Missy or Ashley's personal room. I sat up in the bed to see Ashley sitting at the foot of the bed, just in front of me. Missy was on my left in a spare chair. Ashley, Missy, what happened? I need to cough. Okay. Well, for starters, it was about 9:15 p.m. You seemed to have passed out after the trial earlier this evening. Ashley and I were concerned, so we've been monitoring you to make sure you were safe. However, I was worried. You stopped breathing in your sleep. I stopped breathing? I can't have you leaving us so shortly after we lost our other two friends. I hope that your newfound title of Ultimate Memory does not begin to fail you so soon. Ultimate Memory? Oh my god, I forgot, bro. What's the ultimate memory? Nah, I want you to be happier, Echo Pine. That's right. Just yesterday, I thought I was an ordinary student with no extreme talents or skills, and yet, in the courtroom, a revelation came to light, and I was given the unique title of Ultimate Memory. It's giving that one piggy thing. Okay, never mind. But whatever that entailed, I wasn't too thrilled. Because despite that revelation, it wasn't the strangest thing to occur. And Pandora just died, unfortunately. Oh my god, this is so depressing. I hate Danganronpa Lapse. I bit back my words in tears thinking about Pandora and Come on, bro, it was not that sad. The truth was hard to swallow. Throughout the trial, many of us struggled to find footing into... I'm gonna yawn a lot, aren't I? Okay, it's fine. Many of us struggled to find footing in the discussions. None of us wanted to believe any of it. The murder. And following it, the execution. The three of us sat in silence, haunted by the dark happenings of the courtroom. I solemnly looked at the two. Missy and Ashley's faces told it all, a tapestry of remorse and distress. Wow, this is kind of sad, if I'm being honest. Okay, sorry if I sound so empty. Well, what's important is that you're all right now, Echo. Yeah, thanks, you too. I'm relieved. Ashley's voice was a whisper. Oh, I'm relieved. First the door trap, then this. We exchanged few words, but we knew from emotion alone how heavy our hearts weighed. Missy breathed a tense sigh. Just the other day, Missy was so composed, but now a voiceless iron curtain hung over us. Stop yawning. Okay. There were so many things to address, but fear choked our dialogue. I looked up to meet Ashley's tearful glaze. Graze or glaze, I don't know what it said. Wait, now I have to see what it said. 1 sec. Tearful gaze, okay. Oh, by the way, it's not atrium or atrium, it's atrium. So I said it wrong like 5 times. And looking just past her, I saw something bright sitting on a cabinet in the corner of her personal room. It was a helmet. Ash? What is it, Echo? The helmet over there. When we first met up, I remember you saying you didn't have any personal possessions, but... Ah, yeah, I didn't mention it on the first day. I didn't want to talk about it then. Sorry, you don't have to. No, I think this should be brought up. Ashley's face sunk. She turned to face the cobalt blue item. I'm sure you can recall what I told you about the person this helmet belongs to. I nodded gently and Ashley sighed deeply. Missy was quiet, politely listening. Help! I got in a fight with my friend, another ultimate student, Silva Prower, race car driver. That fight was about the very preservation project we're involved with now. The project was but a low whisper among ultimate students. Word was that we would be offered state-of-the-art living and protection, seeing as our talents would be of greatly world benefit. As soon as I received my offer to join, I couldn't say no. I asked Silva if he had been accepted as well, but Silva declined, wholly disagreeing with the offer vehemently. He doubted the validity of a private group that only existed in the hopeful hearsay of the strangers. But what position was I to deny safety when it had been offered so graciously? With our different opinions on the matter coming to a clash, he eventually gave up on me entirely. Yet, against his wishes, I made attempts to get his name in. And look where we are now. What's that supposed to mean? Ashley began to tear up and buried her head in her hands. I'm such an idiot. Her voice trembled. Ashley, you're not an idiot for caring about a friend's well-being. I was foolish for thinking the killing game would go away if I removed Echo from being involved in my troubles. Being involved with ultimate students only leads to ultimate levels of trouble, but I was wrong for thinking I could shoulder tragedy on my own. Ashley looked at me with pleading eyes. They were filled deep with sorrow and regret. I'm sorry, Echo. I realize now that it's more important than ever that we stick together. She grasped my hand firmly, but her own hands were shaking from fear. It was only natural. I felt a tear fall from my face onto the back of Ashley's hand. Y'all be crying together on the first day like y'all just got back from a funeral, which y'all did, but it wasn't really a funeral now, was it? Missy's voice slipped in. Why don't we get something from the dining hall to unwind? Everyone seems rather tense, and I think taking a beat could help us distress. Huh? How could you think of getting a snack at a time like this? I heard my voice cry in desperation. Oh my god! One sec. Pandora and Art's lives were just taken away! I'm sorry, but I don't think we're of sound mind right now. That's right! We shouldn't waste our time doing nothing! Then what do you suggest we do? We need to escape! Missy, you're the ultimate tactician. I'm begging you. Come up with something, anything, any sort of plan to get us out of here. What's the point of ultimate talents if we can't do anything with them? Dumbass fucking Echo. Missy flinched. She looked away, attempting to hide her reaction. Oh my god, are we gonna get another backstory? I realized what I had just said. I'm sorry, I went too far. Echo, it's fine. However, Missy's words betrayed her emotions. She must have felt tense after everything as well. But she tried to retain her composure nonetheless. I let out a deep sigh. I'm sorry for losing my temper. Nah, Echo, you suck! You're right. A snack could help clear my mind. Missy. Missy's expression eased, but she said nothing. Rather, she slowly got up and offered a hand for me. She helped me out of bed, and we quietly made our way to the dining hall. Okay, I like Echo, but I can see how he could be an unlikable character, if I'm being honest. But okay, let's get out of here. Let's go get some granola bars and chocolate chips or something. I don't know what y'all eat. But, oh my god, I forgot it was nighttime. The halls were eerily quiet, as if even sound were draped underneath the shadow of the evening lighting. I want to check in on Lyle. After that class trial, bro is sure to be depressed. In the dining hall, we saw Forte sitting in his lonesome. Evening, folks. Forte's voice was a low mumble, his posture stone. He sat with his hands clasped on the table, resting just before the dining table centerpiece, Pandora's basket of pastries. Oh. Missy's idea to get a snack was quickly dashed when we were met with the memento of Pandora. My stomach was twisted. Are you alright, Forte? The answer was plainly painted on his face. No one was of sound mind after what we just witnessed. Even though he didn't answer outright, the question alone gave him a bit of comfort. Indeed, it will be a while for me to come to terms proper, but... Oh my god! Stop it with the fucking big words! Tous jours en house après un shoot. Okay. Always rise after fall. Always rise? Pain exists, so we can grow and learn from it. Nah, he's just like me for real. What we do with this feeling of misfortune is what will motivate us to move forward. We learn from tragedy and grow forward. One sec, let me close this real quick. Okay. It's really all we can do. Why do I have Roblox open? Okay. I imagine art was deserted. You think? Regardless his generous fixings, being driven into compassionless corner like that would make anyone miserable. And being here now, with our friends, Missy and Ashley, as well as the others, should teach us that we have friends all around us who would feel anguished without one another. Alas, it's hard to think clearly when your mind has been clouded by despair. I feel terrible for Art, his swirling, desolate emotions pushed too far. I wish to make it known that I care for you all deeply. I love this zest fest. Forte's melancholic voice stung my heart. Missy and Ashley themselves had a wistful look in their eyes as they nodded in assent. We hardly knew each other, but I could feel the bond of our adversity bringing us closer together. Our camaraderie knit together by taut strings of fear. If I may, as a precaution, I suggest no one travel alone. It's too dangerous to be without a witness in the event something were to happen. It's not a thought I wish to entertain, but such steps may be necessary if we're going to forefront of the killing game's unpredictability. I agree, and not only that, Cyrus's intense behavior could pose a potential problem. Huh? What happened with Cyrus? Well, after the trial, you recall what Zero said, correct? Yeah. Cyrus, which is which just Cyrus upside down, is someone to be wary of. Ultimate charisma is a terrible cover talent. After you collapsed, he started acting suspiciously. Oh my god. Seems I've garnered some distress among you all, and thanks to that lousy Monokuma. Cyrus, what is Zero talking about? There's no use hiding it. I think a reintroduction is only appropriate. Oh my god, he's so hot! Cyrus, ultimate confidential informant for the Preservation Project. You're with the Preservation Project? Of course. I rallied you all here, after all. So what's with the facade? You're in this game too, after all. Did you think you could keep up with the niceties all the way through? That's for me to know. All you need to know is this. You were all doomed from the moment you set foot here. I know for a fact. Nothing you do will save you from this game. Oh my gosh, he's so hot! I'm sorry! And then he crept out of the courtroom, leaving us all confused to say the least. After that, Missy and I rushed you to my room so you could get some rest. Say and Cannon have been unresponsive all evening. I don't know how Lyle is faring, but he's likely in similar... Stop yawning! In similarly despondent shape. They've retired to their rooms as far as I know. However, if anyone would like to explore, find a partner to keep yourself safe. I cannot guarantee everyone's safety, nor can I force everyone to follow my lead. But I hope you know I wish for everyone's safety. I love Cyrus, if I'm being completely honest with all of you. Missy was strained. She wished to protect everyone, but it was difficult since none of us knew what could happen next. I'm awfully curious about something, though. As we were returning to the foyer from the courtroom... Oh my god, stop yawning, I swear, I'm gonna drink some water. I yawn a lot when I talk too much. As we were returning to the foyer from the courtroom, I noticed that there was a button for the 3rd floor lit in the elevator. 3rd floor? I saw that too, Missy. Did you want to investigate the 3rd floor? It's late, but I did want to make a brief round to see what's in store for us. Can my Roblox close? Okay, closed. I'll come with you. Echo, did you want to go to your room and get some proper rest? I imagine you've been quite fatigued lately. My stomach was in a knot. I didn't want to leave Ashley. No, it's fine. I'll come with you. I feel kind of restless anyway. Walking around could help. Okay, but don't push yourself, all right? I nodded slowly. If you folks are going to explore, would you mind seeing me off to my living quarters? Missy and Ashley obliged, and we all left the dining hall together. Okay. This isn't so bad. I just miss Pandora, if I'm being honest. Art's cool and all, but I don't know. In the foyer, we saw Forte off as he retired for the night in his personal room. Entering the elevator again, we traveled to the 3rd floor that had been recently opened up. After a low rumbling, the elevator stopped, revealing a new area. Sorry, I just really wanted to do that. A digital kiosk was just outside the elevator, displaying a map of the grounds as we approached. Oh my god, a 3rd floor? What is a smokehouse? The casino! No, y'all are cooked. I'm gonna go gambling. The 3rd floor landing hall led toward a single main hall that split into 4 rooms, 2 on each side. 4 new activity and amenities are available for us. On the left, there's a smoke lounge connected to a casino, and on the right is an art gallery connected to the garage. But of course, they're close to us from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. However, Missy's voice trailed off. I followed her gaze to the smaller hallways that surrounded the perimeter of the main activity rooms. Familiar doors dotted the hallway. An unknown school emblem decorated the door, but Missy's eyes were transfixed on one. And Ashley herself was looking at another door that bore a similar emblem onto it, that I had seen on the race car helmet earlier. Huh? Oh my god! There was another full set of personal rooms on the 3rd floor. Oh my god! Muguro Igusaba, the 16th student, lying somewhere in the school. Look out for her. Missy and Ashley looked at each other with astonishment. They safely ran to their respective doors, but before they could do anything... Oh my god! The dumbass popped out of nowhere. I see you've met the rest of your classmates. His flat, disembodied voice sent a chill up my spine. The 2 of them swung around to see Cyrus in the dark corner of the hallway. Cyrus continued, disregarding Missy and Ashley's grim faces. Oh my god, I love him so much! It's too late. Sylvan, darling, they're out of the picture. Ashley and Missy reacted to the respective names. I remember Ashley telling me about Silva, so the other unknown was in relation to Missy. The atmosphere was suddenly heavy, with paralyzing gazes sent every which way. Why do you know this? What do you exactly do you plan to do with these threats? He shrugged indifferently, unconcerned with answering the questions tossed his way. Cyrus, who are you? I'm the Preservation Project's informant. I was chosen to handpick the class that appears for this game. His leering eyes pierced the very air between us. Hola. But Echo Pine, they're different. I was immobilized at the sudden mention of my name. I didn't even know if I was breathing. Nah! The 3 stood at a stalemate, a palpable dread radiating from their deadlocked eyes. Please, stop your facade. Facade? You all heard Zero in the trial. The Cyrus you knew before wasn't the real me. He blew my cover, so I'm here in full form. Oh my god, guys, is he the real Monokuma? Cyrus let his threat linger. I can't say that word. For disaster amassed a lead weight at the bottom of my stomach. Missy and Ashley closed in on either side of me, bracing themselves against his possible
machinations. Oh my god, he's so scary, but I love him. But he just sulked away. Cyrus' husky, low laugh melting into the darkness. I was dizzy with fear, but Missy's firm voice kept me grounded. Hurry, let's return to the living quarters. They're called living quarters. She grabbed my hand, leading me through the dark toward the elevator that was some ways behind us. We hustled into the elevator and rode back into the main foyer. Wow, that was a lot of information to take in all at once. Okay. Back in the foyer, soft light from the chandelier glittered, delicately lighting the main hall. There, we crossed paths with Cannon, who was isolated in the foyer once again. Cannon? Ashley's voice was a whisper that didn't seem to reach Cannon's ears. She looked so depressed. We slowly approached her and saw her cold expression, but her face gave off a different demeanor somehow. Rather than the icy gaze we were met with a stony, soulless stare. Cannon, are you all right? Yeah, I saw her come to, her eyes softening as she turned towards us. She murmured a quiet affirmation. Her cold exterior melted into a brief moment of vulnerability. Then my curiosity got the better of me, and I capitalized on the brevity of the silence. Cannon, I have to know. Why did you run away when I collapsed from electrocution? It's only natural to feel fear when you see someone get hurt. Huh? I was frightened. It's odd. I wanted to leave this mansion as soon as I woke up, but something stopped me. She gripped the instant camera as she hung on a short wrist strap. When I woke up in my personal room with only this camera in my possession, I couldn't help but feel unnerved. So I stood in the foyer, wanting to leave, but felt unable to due to my mysterious bad feeling. And as it turns out, that feeling was right. After I saw you scream and collapse, my suspicions were confirmed, but I didn't know what to do. I waited for anyone to come and see you so they could handle it. Forte. You know what happens from there. She's so cool. She's so silly. I love her. I love everyone. This game is actually really good. It's really well made. Hats off to the creators for making a really good game. I left someone else to help you because I didn't want to deal with that event. Although her face was no less intelligible than it was before, her voice was shaking. She was just as scared, if not more, than I was. She desperately wanted to protect herself from being the one who would point out the culprit as long as possible, knowing she couldn't delay the inevitable revelation. Cannon sighed heavily. Excuse me, I'm going to bed. Cannon briskly walked toward the living quarters. Missy and Ashley gave Cannon a soft goodnight each as she retired for the night. With nothing left to do in the dark of the night, we followed suit to our own individual rooms. Cyrus is scaring me, but I literally love him so much. I don't know what he's gonna do, but he's cool. Ashley stopped me for a moment in the living quarters hall. Echo, let's take care of each other, yeah? Of course. That doesn't need saying. Ashley mumbled something but cut herself off. Instead, she just gave me a hug. I closed my eyes and allowed myself to be swathed in the comfort of her embrace. Good night, Echo. Good night, Ash. This is the last good night you'll ever hear, because she's gonna die. Entering my personal room, I felt more alienated. This personal room, the comfort and luxury must have been fabricated, creating a false sense of comfort. And behind that sense of comfort, a facade of terror and malice was hiding. A killing game with no remorse for the participants. I shook the nerves out and collapsed on the bed. I want to go to bed for a long, long, long time. Exhaustion. Oh my god! Hi, Moise. Oh wait, why is there nobody here? I don't know, man. It's just me right now. Exhaustion overcame me, and another day would come to pass. How are you doing? Haven't seen you before. Meow, 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 meow. Okay. I want to change my profile picture, but I can't. Yeah, that I can tell. Oh my god! Yay! Chapter 2! We made it! We made it, guys! Yippee! Hip hip hooray! Okay. Knock knock. Oh my god. I opened my eyes at the sound of knocking. Is this Missy? I bet it's Missy.
Pardon me, but good morning.
I know!
It's Missy Vesper, outside for Echo.
I looked at 7:29. Good morning, Missy. I'll be right out.
Take your time.
I stopped the alarm before it rang and made myself presentable. Something's quite suspicious about this. I don't know why. I stepped out of my personal room to greet Missy. I noticed she was clutching a small item folded in cloth. Before I could ask about it, she started through the halls and I followed alongside her. What's going on?
I'm gathering students for a personal announcement. I will elaborate when we arrive in the foyer.
She raised the small item, indicating it was going to be the subject of her meeting.
You're the last student I approached. Those who won't be presented did not answer when I knocked. However, when I approached today, she replied through the door that she wasn't going to move at all. She said that if she was going to die, it would happen regardless of what she did.
What? No. Chat. Y'all should go check on Say.
Ah, that girl, Say, worries me.
Do you think she'll do something dangerous? Yes, she is gonna do something dangerous. Go check on her. She's gonna do something real dangerous, all right.
I'm sorry. I meant that I worry for her well-being. I don't wish to be too demanding in any case she may be offended or take it the wrong way, but...
She seemed upset that she couldn't do anything to help Say. I'm sure Say appreciates the sentiment. We can just do whatever we can, right? I think y'all should go check on her.
I apologize. You're absolutely correct.
Missy's expression eased as we finally arrived in the main foyer. If Say dies, I know exactly what she did. In the foyer, I saw the small group of students Missy gathered. The group was composed of Forte, Cannon, Ashley, Missy, and myself. So Lyle, Cyrus, and Say couldn't make it.
I'm not surprised Cyrus is absent, given his behavior last night. And Lyle should be a person of concern as well, since he was so distraught from the conclusion we came to, discovering Art was the culprit behind Pandora's death. Art just wanted to protect us. It's not his fault Pandora had an incredibly suspicious note. I don't imagine seeing her with the note helped, with his head being so full of distress. That note is fairly damning. I never would have thought she would be in possession of such an oddity.
But despite that, I feel like she had good intentions behind it. Say is important. There's no way they would have just mentioned her like that. That was so weird too. She better not die. She's the only thing keeping me going, bro.
She specifically pulled me aside the night before to ask if I knew anything about the contents.
Oh, that's Echo. I don't care. We pondered the source of the note, but we couldn't presume much about it without the strange item in our hands. Our morning was already off to a rocky start.
That brings me to what I have gathered you all here for.
Missy had the floors, taking place facing the elevator at the centerpiece table, while the rest of us encircled the opposite sides.
Please do not be alarmed when I show you this.
She placed the small cloth-wrapped item she had been carrying around on the wooden table. What is it? A Glock! It's a Glock! I love Glock. Wait, who was the culprit of trial 1? Art! It was Art, like not purple-haired. Blue-haired Kazuichi guy, also Makoto, please make more lore. I'm literally starving, bro. You're not feeding me.
Missy, what's the meaning of all this? I told Echo before, but I'll reiterate for the rest of you as well. I had plans to
shocked face emoji for real.
I had plans to contribute my skills to the preservation project prior to the events of arriving here. However, upon my arrival in my personal room, I found this revolver. Read the note tied to the handle.
Ken looked over and carefully read from afar.
As a student interested in working with the preservation project, one must attempt their hand in a single right.
Oh my God! They're doing the Russian roulette thing.
We must believe every ultimate student, should they be destined to live and change the world, will surpass the incredible game of chance no matter the odds. Oh my God! Russian roulette! Let's do it! I'm so excited! Reverse Russian roulette? A game of unbelievable chance. 5 out of 6 chambers in the gun are occupied with a bullet. The player is to spin the chamber, lock the chamber in, place the gun barrel against their own head, and pull the trigger and hope to survive.
Dude, Russian roulette sounds fun.
Without the knowledge of whether or not a bullet will be fired, your life is in the hands of fate.
Huh? That's absurd.
What are the possible odds of someone surviving that? The odds are far too high to take a chance on. One would have to be inconceivably unfortunate.
Fortunate. You didn't play, right?
Who would dare take risks in such a gamble if they were not certain they would survive?
Missy's jaw clenched.
Did she really not play the round? That said, I'm showing my hand because I want to suspend my disbelief.
Huh?
I sincerely want to trust you all. So I hope you can trust me as well after I've revealed this wretched thing. I wish for you to believe that no danger is to be retrieved from me, as I have no intention to harm any of you.
She carefully folded the cloth back over the revolver. No, I wanted to play Russian roulette!
Have any of you heard of a concept called the Stockdale paradox?
I can't say that I have.
I'll explain. It is a philosophy of duality. Named after a vice presidential candidate, the Stockdale paradox is a concept in which one must never lose faith that they will prevail in the end, while still confronting the cruel facts of their reality. It is a paradox of the self...
Okay, I don't care. Missy can go yap. Hope? Hope? Despair? It was hard to process.
Thank you for placing trust in us, Missy. We will not let you down.
Ken remained silent, but nodded in agreement at Forte's statement.
Thanks, Missy. You're risking a lot. If none of us plan to kill, then there really shouldn't be anything to worry about. Of course there shouldn't be anything to worry about. We're all reasonable people, but fear is a powerful tool. By showing you this item and telling you my intentions, I hope to dispel any fear among us.
I see.
Thank you for your cooperation and understanding.
I couldn't believe how bold Missy was being. She could have easily left the gun in her room, out of sight, essentially out of our realm of existence, where no one could cause harm with it. But she was venturing with high hopes that our group truly had no ill will. Everyone agreed. No one would dare fire the gun. Even so, in a game of killing, a weapon presented itself seemingly out of nowhere. Oh my god! Can they please play Russian roulette? That would be so fun. Stranger so, it seemed like some students were left some sort of item in their room upon waking up. First, Ken remarking upon her camera, then Ashley having Silva's racing helmet, and finally Missy with the revolver. But I also recall Forte having something that was seemingly out of place from the mansion. It was sheet music? Yeah. He was leafing through some sheet music. I wonder, what was the meaning of this? No! As I pondered this strange trend, the sound of glass shattering filled the room. What is happening? Our group glanced at each other for a moment before running off to the source of sound. Why would you do that? What is happening? Through the dining hall and into the kitchen, the sound persisted louder and louder. There, we found Lyle and the kitchen itself in a state of disarray. Broken glass and battered metal littered the floor as Lyle clutched a metal pipe, aiming for the oven. Lyle, what on earth are you doing? Have you lost your mind? What does it look like I'm doing? I'm testing the rules. The rules state that we are not to damage major assets, yet here I am breaking everything. And so far, nothing has happened. Don't you understand? The rules aren't enforced. Art wouldn't have killed Pandora. Wouldn't have had to kill Pandora. He wouldn't have to had died by your own vote. Lyle. In the circumstance of a game, rules are placed to create restriction, and yet there's no arbiter or custodian or master here to punish us for breaking the rules. So why should we be following the rules in the first place? We thought our lives were threatened since we were trapped by that electrocuting door. Did that even actually happen? What do you mean? Of course that happened. Why would I lie about something like that? You were the only one who's affected by it. For all I know, Echo, you're the mastermind behind this. Okay, he's going crazy. What? You collapsed and Forte, in his good-natured heart, came running to your aid. That collapse could have been entirely fake.
Because of that, we were simply trapped by our own fears. Be that as it may, the fact remains that the door was armed and is currently barricaded. There can't be no reason for that.
Despite Forte's observation, Lyle ignored him. He was completely absorbed in his thoughts.
I didn't have to die. He didn't have to die. He didn't have to die.
He was muttering to himself as his grip tightened on the pole. Lyle's eyes gleamed with intent, those enraged eyes locking onto mine as he dropped the pipe, metal crushing the glass debris into dust.
I'm not going to die. Not after him.
No, I'm gonna have a panic attack. Oh my god, I'm gonna have a panic attack. Wait. Sorry, I need some water. Oh my god. Oh! I almost had a panic attack. It is now 9 a.m.
And welcome to day 4 of 7. We're already halfway through. How exciting. However, there are far too many people alive right now, and we need to fix that. Today's forced motive question is...
Okay, before we actually do the forced motive question, I'm gonna actually drink some water. Because I haven't been drinking any. I've just been imagining to drink some, and when I don't actually drink it, I imagine like I drank it because I'm too embarrassed to admit the fact that I didn't actually drink it, so. Cheers. Moving on. Okay, what's the forced motive question, guys?
Do you believe your talent can benefit all of humanity?
No, not really. Yes, okay, I don't care. I listened to the announcement best I could, but the rest of the group paid no attention. Instead, they were trying to calm Lyle after his spiel.
Lyle, we want to leave too, believe me. But we shouldn't put our heads together and come up with a plan instead of wrecking everything. No, you'll only get in the way.
Lyle aggressively pushed his way through us, leaving the dining hall for the foyer, with Missy giving chase. Lyle, what the fuck?
Lyle, stop it! Stop following me! I alone will piece together the secrets of this awful killing game if I'm not the ultimate puzzle master. Cyrus was right. If I don't act now, nothing will get done. You spoke to Cyrus? I ran into him this morning in the kitchen. He doesn't concern me in the slightest. With how Cyrus is behaving now, there's no telling what will happen next. You really ought to be careful around him.
Lyle ignored Missy's pleas and marched over to the elevator, slamming the buttons. He turned around and held a fist with a crumpled piece of paper in it.
I swear I will find the person who knows the secrets of this note. That's the only clue Art left me, and damn it, I will do whatever it takes to get to the bottom of this.
Lyle gave us one last parting glare before entering the elevator. Click. The elevator doors closed, leaving us... What just happened before my eyes? Oh my... Sorry, I drank a lot of water. But, oh my god.
With Lyle on edge as it is, a talk with Cyrus sounds like a recipe for disaster. What do you suppose he's going to try now? I can only surmise. Lyle might be going to the 3rd floor to scour the area for other students. It's a new location that needs to be turned over, after all.
Forte and Missy sighed in unison.
Let us hope he doesn't do anything reckless.
But just after Forte said that, I heard footsteps at the top of the stairs. It's gonna be like Cyrus or some shit. Oh, yep.
Cyrus.
Oh my god, he's so silly. Cyrus replied in a nonchalant manner, but his face was different. The light of day, Cyrus' expression was twisted into something I don't know. Missy and Cyrus exchanged fierce looks once more. Only this time, the two of their emotions were catalyzed. Nah, they got some beef. Oh, hell nah. Before we could react, Missy moved swiftly to pursue Cyrus at the top of the stairs.
Missy, wait! What are you doing?
Ashley went to chase her, but Missy's firm voice stopped Ashley in her tracks.
Don't worry, I'm confident nothing will happen here. I'd like a word with this informant.
She announced her vague plan as she arrived at the top of the stairs and forcefully grabbed Cyrus by the arm. Cyrus didn't say a word. Rather, he just made a disgusted face as Missy pushed him into the jazz club. She slammed the door, and silence befell the group. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Should we all be concerned? Missy right now for real be like, okay, me and Cyrus are gonna go investigate the bedroom for clues.
Missy has a plan. I have faith she will carry it out to execution with the least casualties. Yeah, Miss Ultimate Tactician probably has some cards up her sleeve. Let's just leave her be.
Cannon made a rather snide remark like that. But that said, it seemed like everyone was confident that Missy had a plan, as no one went to pursue her.
Ugh, I hate it here. Why don't we carry on the investigation ourselves?
Investigation? Of what?
The mansion. We still haven't found a way out of this place. I agree. The third floor opened up to us last night, so there could be an opportunity for escape. Cannon, would you like to join me? Missy proposed traveling in pairs to protect ourselves, so if I may. Sure.
With a stern reply, Cannon briskly began escalating the floor stairs.
Excuse us.
Forte followed suit, which left me and Ashley in the foyer. I was like, oh, that's Makoto then. No, that's wrong guy. What? What do you mean? Yeah, sure, buddy. Yeah, I totally know what you're talking about.
We should check out the third floor again, now that the amenities are open. And hopefully we'll find those other students.
Nah, didn't you hear what Cyrus said? He said they're out of the picture now, Ashley. Her voice was low. Ashley was pale with worry. There were signs of her friend Silva being here as well. The helmet and his personal room on the third floor. But the fact that we hadn't run into anyone for 3 days was a cause for concern. I didn't want to say anything, though. Ash, I'm sure we'll find Silva and the others. Ashley's the eyes softened. Well, I just saw someone called Makoto, and he says, no, that's wrong. I said that. Oh, yeah, that guy, yeah. I love him, if I'm being honest. No, that's wrong. Yeah, he does say no, that's wrong. I'm in the chat. Yeah, I know. He's really silly.
Thanks, Echo.
Have you been here the entire time, by the way, Maurice? She gave me a smile once more before starting toward the stairs. I began to follow, but something was tugging at me. Hey, Ash, should we? Yeah, oh, okay, that's cool. Should we take the gun? Ashley hesitated.
I think we should trust Missy. We should trust everyone.
It's ridiculous, though. I mean, trust? Such a lofty, intangible concept. Who can say whether or not someone will uphold it?
Echo, are you saying you won't?
Echo's being mighty suspicious right now. Of course not. It's just
Then that's that. Huh? Missy wants to believe in us. And I'm guessing from our observed behavior during the class trial last night, she has no reason to believe any of us are malicious.
And, hey, and I'm a fan of Danganronpa if. What is Danganronpa if? But anyway, yeah, me too. I'm also a fan of Danganronpa, bro. I love Danganronpa. Danganronpa's my whole life, if I'm being honest.
In fact, the one person she thinks is the most dangerous is Cyrus, and she's dealing with him personally.
I think y'all should go check on him, if I'm being honest. No, actually, go check on Sei. I'm so worried about Sei right now.
She placed her trust in us. Now we just have to trust her. It's a give and take.
I see. Trust. I pondered the concept as we made our way to the third floor. Help, I'm getting lag. Yeah, dude, I think we can all tell that you're getting lag.
Meow, 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 meow.
For how long have I been streaming? I've been streaming for 43 minutes. Okay. Upon arriving at the third floor, Ashley and I saw Cannon and Forte just entering the garage. Ashley herself revisited the door with Silva's school emblem and tugged at the doorknob.
Locked. Figures.
She knocked lightly a couple of times, but to no avail. Her eyes were dark. Hey, maybe those other students are just gathered somewhere else in the building. It's a pretty big place. This whole floor was just hidden from us for a while, after all. Hey, do you know Danish World? Yeah, Danish World, cool. I think it's boring, personally. I want to play it every day of my life, but it's cool. Life. It's pretty cool, though. Ashley snapped out of her trance. Her concerned gaze met mine.
Yeah, we'll see him soon enough.
She lightly caressed the door before returning to my side. I'd love to be in a Danganronpa game. LOL, me too, bro! Anyone needs to hit me up, bro. Well, let's see if we can't find anything on this floor. Cannon and Forte just went into the garage, so why don't we check out any of the other rooms in the meantime? Let's go to the casino! I want to go to the casino. Let's visit the casino. Yay, casino time. I love gambling, if I'm being honest. I want to see how cool it looks. I want to see who's in here. Oh my god. We visited the casino, a dim room with an expensive design. Among the room pairs, the room was connected to the smoke lounge by a set of double doors on its left wall. A casino! I suppose it pairs well with the smoke lounge. I guess some kind of ultimate gambler would. Celestia! Hey, and if I ever has a lucid dream, I'd spawn Smoogie and kill her for farming Kaede. Yeah, Oh, I hate when she farmed Kaede. I'm being honest. This, along with the smoke lounge, seems a little bit out of our depth. Well, we're not here for the recreation. Let's see what we can find. We split up and searched between the rows of slot machines that lined one side of the room and the card tables that occupied the other side. Framing, yeah. Honestly, I don't like how she framed Kaede, but I like Smoogie. She's a really cool character concept in my opinion. I may just be biased because she's a cosplayer and I love cosplaying, but you know. We split up and searched between. Okay, I already read this. The slot machine spun listlessly as they sat idly by. The card tables themselves looked rather lonely. No chips or cards adorned the felt. I paced through the room twice over, but didn't spot anything of note. The two people at the top of my concern right now are Sei and Cyrus. I'm low-key scared for them. And when I wasn't a big fan of Danganronpa, I thought Smoogie was Sayaka. Oh, yikes, that's painful, if I'm being honest. Oh my god, how do you mess up that badly? Ashley seemed to be out of sorts, but I wanted to talk and take her mind off of her worries for a little bit. So, I suppose I did have an ultimate talent after all. What do you suppose I meant to do with it? I thought Kokichi and Kaito were brothers. You were here too? Oh my god. I thought Kokichi and Kaito were brothers. Honestly, they would, if I'm being honest. Well, it helped during the trial. That aside, I'm not even sure what kind of practical uses it has. Ashley felt quiet, instead focusing her attention on investigating the room at hand. At a loss, we decided to move on. Can we go to the art gallery? Yeah, let's go to the art gallery. The art gallery is so cool. Let's go to the art gallery. I want to see what kind of art they have in there. If there's any Danganronpa art, I will lose it. Let's see. No? Oh man, that was a missed opportunity. And I think the audition tapes from Danganronpa V3 is false because Smoogie could have dressed as them. Okay, listen. Oh, and hi Makoto. Guys, honestly, okay, small little thing. I haven't finished the ending of V3. I have like kind of an idea of what happened, but I haven't finished it, and so please try not to spoil it. I know that there's tapes in there though, so yeah. Crossing the third floor hall. Oh, sorry. It's okay, man. It's okay. Crossing the third floor hall. Sup. We came upon the spacious art gallery. Among the room pairs, this room was connected to the garage by a set of double doors on its right wall. It's a very picturesque and modern. I was just gonna say the culprit. Bro, I know it's Smoogie. Calm down. Yeah, the whole environment is really inviting. JK, real. Could some kind of exit or clue really be hidden in a place like this, though? I guess we'll find out. The art gallery was situated in a warehouse-styled room. I'm sorry, but I always think Ashley's gonna be like the next culprit. Bro, for real, because like she's like the main character's best friend, and the main character's best friend always dies. The art gallery was... Okay, I already read this. Large, colorful work tables were lined up in the center, facing a small stage that had a sculpture up for the artist to see. Off to the side was inset closet stocked with shelves chock full of supplies. Can we check in on and do you like Komaru? If you don't know her, she's from Ultra Despair Girls. Okay. I like Komaru. I just feel like she's a really boring protagonist and she's really forgettable. Maybe that's just for my hatred for Ultra Despair Girls. I despise Ultra Despair Girls even though I haven't like played it or watched it. I just think it's really bad that they're sexualizing minors. So yeah. I wanted to try again. Loud probably has some trick to memorizing different puzzle block patterns. I could ask him, right? Yeah, I think there's usually some kind of math involved, so there's that. There was a Danganronpa roleplay in a stream. Oh, y'all are so sweet together. Finding nothing fruitful of note, we moved on to the next location. Let's see. Okay, smoke lounge time. Yippee. I think I'm gonna go live after. I think I'm gonna stop going live after inspecting the lounge. Oh wow, this is so cool. We enter the smoke lounge, a large room with a rustic design. Among the room pairs, this room was connected to the casino by a set of double doors on its right wall. Immediately upon entering, we were met with a heavy, ashy odor, not door. Cough, cough. I covered my nose to block the smell, but the air itself was thick and suffocating. Echo, are you okay? I'm fine. I just wasn't expecting the air to be so dry. Let's try to make this quick. What kind of group would allow students to access the smoke lounge? That seems irresponsible. Yeah, what kind of ultimate talent could utilize this room anyway? Who knows? Let's just take a quick look for some sort of exit and move on. Yeah, I like Komaru, but I forgot about her for real. I glazed over the room from one end to another with a single sweeping look. It was a delicate-looking set. The leather seating and fine woodcraft tables were cozy, each table housing a small candle for a comforting effect. The far wall had shelves upon shelves of fine beverages locked behind a glass case with a bar to match on the opposite sides. 2 bars? Doesn't that seem a little excessive for a mansion? It was a highly refined atmosphere overall that felt rather unwelcoming to those who didn't indulge in this sort of recreation. Hey Shuichi, do you see the impressing? That Smoogie turned out to be the mastermind? First time you played V3. I didn't play V3, but I watched Jay from the Cub Scouts play it. Okay. I think personally it was a little obvious. Like, come on, ultimate cosplayer. Are you joking? But like, also, I feel like it was pretty obvious because like it couldn't have been Kokichi because like if he was actually the mastermind, they wouldn't have like made him like act like the mastermind because that means he would have died like immediately. But like Smoogie, it was also like weird that she survived that long, in my opinion. That's it. We kept coming up short in our investigation, shuffling the lengths of the rooms in silence. I stopped peppering Ashley with questions pertaining to my talent. She clearly wasn't in any mood to address it. Oh, Echo, Ashley sighed. This whole ultimate debacle, such a thing has no bearing on what we have. You don't have to find any sort of use for that talent. I couldn't tell you at all what a jockey could do for the future. Makoto. They're asking you a question, Makoto. I think you should answer. Was it too much to simply wish for safety? Then in return, we must contribute everything in our power to get something so basic? I wish the project wasn't... Did you like Kyoko as a character? Oh my god, Makoto. I think you should answer the questions. I wish the project wasn't so unnecessarily utilitarian about our talents. Another heavy sigh. Pandora said something like that on the third day in response to the forced mode of question. The baking was simply her passion. Sorry. The talent assignment was so weird and out of nowhere. To be honest, I'm not even sure I believe it. I just wanted to talk to take your mind off. I left that sentence hang. I didn't know where to go from there. Thanks, Echo. We kept looking. That's it? Alright, that's sweet. This is real nice. I like this. The 3 rooms we visited were stocked with a decadent supply of recreation, but the fact that we couldn't find an exit nor any signs of life were cause for concern. Our entrapment felt more and more isolating with each discovery. Uh-oh. There's one more room to check. I wonder if Cannon and Forte have finished their investigation. No reason not to join them if they haven't. Yeah, let's go check out the final room. Oh my god, cool! Ashley and I entered the garage, though its heavy double doors. There weren't any signs of Forte or Cannon in the room. The garage was another warehouse-sized room that housed a large collection of vehicles. Vehicles of various makes and models lined the warehouse like a row of soldiers. The luster of each steel body gleamed proudly under the beams of the display lights. Shuichi, if I had a danganronpa OC, I would make him too in second chapter. He'd kill Smoogie. I have like a bunch of danganronpa OCs. I haven't like put them in like any fangams or thought of anything really, but like I have their lore. I guess I have pictures of them. Car collection? Not knowing she framed Kaede. Yeah. Huh? I turn around to see Ashley shaking. Guys? Guys? Is this a joke? Ash? Is this some kind of sick joke, isn't it? I went to Ashley's side, but was shrugged away as she stumbled toward a cobalt blue race car. She laid her hands on the hood of the car and stared a hole through the windshield. This is Silva's car. Oh, I was so scared. I thought someone died. The look on her face was filled with... ¿Estás bien, mamá? The look on her face was filled with mixed emotions. Oh, no. Oh, no. I gripped her shoulders firmly and shook her out of her daze. Ash, snap out of it. Ashley blinked and took a step back, but her head was hanging low. Echo, this is a sign. It can't simply be a coincidence, can it? Her voice trailed off. It seemed like we came to the same conclusion. It was entirely possible that Silva was also captured, made to play a killing game. But she would never want to hear that. Ashley, all these signs must be set up to get a rise out of you. Huh? Think about it. The mysterious group infiltrated the Preservation Project and kidnapped us. They must have known about your fight with Sylvia and are using it against you, using it to vex you, to motivate you into doing something horrible. When I first was here, I thought you and Ash were different persons. Help! Nah, bro, I could just switch voices like that. I've had several people ask me if I was a boy or a girl in the past because I sound like this. But I am half quarters a girl. Okay. They're playing mind games with you, Ashley. I know, yeah. You don't have to worry about Silva. I told her these things, but they were all a lie. Even so, I couldn't stand to see her in such despair. Ashley rubbed her eyes, and I saw her body relax. Yeah, you could be right. She sniffled out a voice of gratitude. Thanks, Echo. Another thanks, Echo, with the exact same sprite. What are friends for? I gave her a small hug. I'm going to step out in the hall for a bit. If you want, you can keep looking. All right, I won't be long then. I let Ashley gather her bearings outside as I gave the garage a brief walkthrough. Hey, I have in mind script prepares when my not created danganronpa is about to kill Smoogie. Silly, type it in the chat. Unsurprisingly, I found nothing. Prepared. Type it in the chat. Okay. I left the garage, disgruntled at the lack of clues for an escape. I want to see Cyrus and Say! Out in the main hall, I spotted Ashley in the midst of a conversation with Missy. Like, he calls Smoogie and then what? Tell me.
Echo, you might want to hear this.
Huh? What is it?
As you know, I had a conversation with
Cyrus. That conversation was a little forced. It seems like you were abusing him. Yeah, that was kind of scary. But I'm glad to see you're all right. Oh, see. So you came, Smoogie?
Yes.
Okay. Good so far.
Worry not, I am here in one piece. I wanted to bring your attention to his strange behavior. You see, I tried to reason with him, to talk to him from one person to another, but it's almost as if, after he was exposed, he's been putting on a facade. I'm sorry, it's difficult for me to explain this gut feeling I have about him, but I have my suspicions. Zero said,
Monokuma
said Ultimate Charisma wasn't the real Cyrus, but could it be the other way around?
The other way around? What do you mean?
I was thinking, when Monokuma uncovered Cyrus's false talent, revealing his true title, Cyrus' behavior became stilted and insincere. Perhaps charisma truly isn't his talent, but his behavior under that title seemed organic. My apologies, I'm just thinking out loud.
I don't know, I can't shake off the feeling that Missy has a little crush on someone.
Although, to see for myself, I wanted to talk some sense into him, but he remained steadfast and stubbornly irksome.
I'm sad about Kaide's death. Happy about she framing her. That's really nice. I didn't read what it said.
I agree. I didn't want to be too hasty, but might I suggest we try to extract information from him
with force? Are y'all gonna torture him? With force? Missy's expression sharpened as she made a definite decision. I could see her eyes glazing through the plan of action. oh my god, Missy! I will use the gun to threaten him into talking. Why would you do that?
Make no mistake, I have actually no intention of firing it, but Cyrus doesn't need to know that.
Oh, see? She couldn't have done it. Oh my god. that case, let me help you. Are you actually following through with this? That's crazy. Why would you do that? I'll get some rope from the climbing center to bind him in case he thinks of doing something funny. Excellent. Oh my god! What is happening? I was shocked, but Ashley and Missy were both in agreement. Ashley, quickly, let us make preparations and render Voss here promptly. We must not waste any time with Cyrus roaming around freely. It's like, she's just too sweet. Yeah, she is too sweet. Ashley nodded. What is happening? The three of us sped down the stairs and split up at the second floor landing. Missy continued further down. Ashley and I took a sharp turn toward the climbing center. I was struggling to keep up, but eventually closed the distance between us as she dug through the lockers in search of rope. Isn't this too extreme? That's what I'm saying. Look, it sounds harsh, but it's necessary to prevent further killing. The last thing I would want is to not keep an eye on Cyrus and have you get killed, Echo. Smoogie, whispering. No single soul is exempt from death. There's no gray area about it. I understand that, but... What? Who died? Oh my god! Before I could finish my thought, a shot was heard, ringing through the air. The shot sounded like it came from above. Missy? She must have encountered Cyrus before us. Ashley wrapped a bundle of rope around her forearm, grabbed my hand once more, and darted up the stairs toward the second floor. She stopped me at the foot of the stairs and cautiously looked around the corner at the main hallway. What is happening? The sound of another shot exploded through the air. It sounded like it came from the smudge line. Smoogie, nothing. Embarrassed. Real. What was going on? What was going on? Before I could realize, I felt my body move on my own. Ashley had thrown the art gallery's door open and forced me in. Ashley, what on earth are you doing? She slammed the door behind us as a stammer. Echo, take cover and don't move a muscle until I get back. She commanded me from the other side of the doors as I tried to steady my footing. In my state of dishevelment, I stayed put, not knowing what else to do. Her footsteps softened as she put furthering distance between us. Oh my god! What is happening? Missy! Slam! What is happening? Oh my god! Who died? Who died? I was shaking. I hurled toward the door. I couldn't help but fear the worst, attempting to pry the doors open. Clatter, clatter. But the doors wouldn't budge. Upon closer inspection, the doors had no keyhole or latch that would keep them locked. Well, I've been thinking about it, and I think I can't be with this fault anymore. Oh? That's nice. Huh? Locked? How? I looked around hastily for something to help me get me out. Oh, yeah, the garage is connected to the art gallery. I can leave through there. And? I ran to the double doors that led to the garage and tugged. Clatter, clatter. But the doors were similarly blocked. Looking again, these double doors had nothing preventing them from being opened. Somehow, both sets of double doors had been blocked. No way. How could this be happening? I gasped, collapsing onto the ground at the inexplicable situation I found myself in. Missy. It's possible. Missy was out there with a gun. Confronting Ashley. I felt a cold sweat forming on my face. Oh my god! OC gets the knife from his backhand. Oh! Smoogie's cooked. Missy, you asked us to trust you. I couldn't believe how stupid I was for believing in trust. Oh my god! I should have picked up the gun when it was in the foyer. Trust. Footsteps. I heard footsteps from the main hall of the side of the doors. Oh my god. Lyle, you must be a raving madman if you think you can run around the building alone. I'm not doing anything suspicious. I'm doing everything I can to get us out of here, unlike the rest of you. And what were you doing poking around in one of the third floor personal rooms anyway? How did you even get in here? That is none of your business. Voices. I heard faint voices from the main hall side of the art gallery. Make you scared? What are you doing? I sprung up from the floor and banged on the door from inside the art gallery. Hey, whoever's out there, let me out! I hammered on the door until my fist fell through the air. Echo! Oh my god, Say's alive! Thank Jesus! Say was on the other side of the door, holding a bundle of rope. There's no time to explain! I was falling all over myself. Running toward, I heard the sound of shots. Everything was a blur as I darted across the hall to the smoke lounge and threw the door open. Who just died? Oh my god! No! No! Why? Why did this have to happen? Stabbed her several times, real. But Ugh. Okay, so my favorite character is dead. All right. I sharply inhaled and trembled at the sight. Chase shook out a small, startled response before disappearing from the smoke lounge entirely. I stood rooted in place. Fear and confusion paralyzed me. The smoke lounge was in a complete state of chaos, with Cyrus's bloody body drawing my gaze. Furniture was thrown out, glass cabinets were shattered, and fabric sprinkled the messy floor. My head swung. The miasma of alcohol rushed through my senses, mixed with the thick odor of smoke and metallic scent of blood, created an awful nausea-inducing headache. The double doors that connected to the smoke lounge and the casino was ajar. A morbid curiosity took hold. I cautiously approached the slight opening. I pushed slowly and no! There is no way! We didn't even get to swing it! I can't do this anymore. Okay, I'm saving. I'm leaving y'all on a hanger. I can't do this right now. I literally can't do this right now. Oh my god. Oh my god, no. 2 deaths. For real, I'm literally so traumatized. Why did that happen? God. Like, ugh. Oh man. Okay, 2 of my favorite characters died. I'm cooked.